I was saving this. Ta-da! Wasn't that something?
Oh, it was something.
Next up. Wait, no. Where is it? Lost it. Am I out of tricks? Fine. You leave me no choice. Gladius Auriculus. Here. Time to disappear, you pest. My magic hat. Wait. Time out. Stop!
That's what you get for abracadabbling with us. All right, another one in the bag.
Yes, good boy. Gather those shards. The moonstone will soon be complete. Completely mine! And once I'm the goddess, this palace and all the moon shall obey my every command!
Now, dear, the witch has finally cracked.
Aha! Me buxom beauty Esma Potts. How ye shiver me timbers when you dance like that.
Maybe we all have.
Coutreau, find those last pieces, I'll fat aside you supper and make room for me!
With the help of Calibrus, Coutreau defeated the menace and saved the souls of a lucky few. Well done, Coutreau! The souls he freed were homeward bound. Our hero's rabbit chase led him deep into the chrono-illogical land of time. Meanwhile, the Moon Bear King was on to the witch, whose own dark intentions still hung on the air. Now back to Coutreau's tale. No world is complete without a clock tower. And the moon is no exception. But the hands of this clock are not used to tell time. They are used to shape children's dreams. Light and dark decide if it's a quarter to a nightmare, or half past a daydream, or 10 till a rude awakening. To keep a stern watch over the clock, the moon goddess had chosen Mr. Pink. But that was before. When the white moonstone shattered, the clock spun into madness, and Mr. Pink went missing.
To bear or not to bear? Who is she, this witch who's after my moonstone? Why does she oppose me? She didn't have to steal Calibrus. She didn't have to pick on me like this. It's not fair! This is my moonsies! Nobody else can have it! Not that mean witch! That awful hag! Whoever she is, she's mean and I hate her! Have I seen her somewhere? Yes, that would explain it. Who is she? Where have I met her before? Wait! Yes, Mika! Of course! You're done, hag! Checkmate!
Kataro, look out! These cars are about to fall!
Cushioning Coutreau's fall was a strange garden constructed like a maze. Primly precise hedges were prankishly preventing Coutreau's progression. Of course, Coutreau had prudently come pre-equipped with the proper prudence.
Really, I hope you you're happy with yourself, I went to all that trouble to hide myself, but what's the point exactly? If you're going to march into my garden and mercilessly slip away at my disguise, I might as well be wearing a lampshade. I mean, I probably itch less, not that you care.
Show a little gratitude? Kataro just, saved you. Do you have any idea who he is?
Lost soul, rightful bearer of Calibrus, hero of the moon. Yes, all very obvious, very clear to the naked eye. But, you see, that's why I'm getting pernickety. You're being far too reckless. You probably ride your bicycle at night without a helmet. And do you really expect to defeat the Moon Bear King like that? Really? But never mind, what's done is done. Milk spilt, not crying. Moving on, corrective measures can be taken. Proverbial mop for the proverbial dairy disaster, yes. Now, introductions. The name's Galahagrid Mulberry Times a Wasting. Goddess appointed Warden of the Land of Time, Clock Tower / Watchman's.
Mr. Pink? Okay. So, why were you hiding in the bush again?
Must we go over every detail? Clocks ticking, sand trickling out of the hourglass. Come on now. Fine, here we go. Class is in session. Have a seat, or stand, or hover, whatever. Basically, this all started with dreams. The goddess, because she's rather smart, decided that there should be a certain parity, that means equality, in how we interact with children in their dreams, which of course led to the construction of the clock tower built by a watchmaker by the name of...
For crying out loud! Looks like you'll have to slam from higher up.
Lamentable, the attitude of our young people today, shrugging aside the weighty implications of their history and heritage, demanding instant gratification, reading spoilers of movies they haven't yet seen. Dreadful, this kind of rapid culture death. Just give the Moon Bear King the edge, you know?
No, us dying of boredom is the edge. Come on, don't tell me the great Mr. Pink doesn't know how to be concise. Get with the times! You're a bird. Don't you know how to tweet? 140 characters or less. Go.
That clock controls when children dream. Stop. Only I can operate it in the goddess's absence. Stop. I hid from @NBK to keep him from using it for evil. Stop.
140! Well done. So, the Moon Bear King is after your clock. Wait, what does he want with a clock? Can't he buy a watch?
I have to explain that too? All right.
20 words or less.
He wants to permanently stop the clock hands at midnight, but he needs me to do it.
Great. That does sound bad. What happens if the hands stop at midnight?
Dreamtime will be frozen at the darkest hour, never to flow again. In short...
Yes, please. Oh no! Mr. Pink!
Harry! If the Moon Bear King uses me to stop that clock, we're all...
And for once, Mr. Pink was at a loss for words. The last guardian of the clock tower was in Rooster's clutches, and the Moon Bear King was poised to plunge all the Earth's children into an eternal nightmare. Couturier dashed through the verdant labyrinth, determined to free Mr. Pink from the diabolical General Rooster.
Look at the ladybugs! Bees, too!
Quickly, lad! You must emancipate me, which, as you know, more or less derives from Latin, meaning deliver from the hands of. Idest, you must free me from General Rooster's talons, industrial hands, and thereby render me liberated. Yes! Now,
The land
freedom
of
might seem
Time's topiary
subjective,
garden was a
however,
magical place.
Hey, Gags, can't you move any faster? I am in trouble, you know. I mean, you've got stumpy appendages, but a bit of urgency ought to compensate for walking rate. Unless you've already written me off as a disposable character. Yes, well, I have a few things to say about that.
Oh my gosh! Talk! Kataro's gonna ditch you if you don't stop polluting the air with your noise. Nobody likes a wisecracking motor mouth who flies around and tells people what to do. Trust me, I deal with people like that all the time.
I have a feeling our beloved audience knows exactly what Picarina is talking about. On through the verdant labyrinth Couturier dashed as Mr. Pink...
What in blazes is taking so long? It's your fault I'm even in this predicament, you and your snip, snip, snip. Why don't I slice up Mr. Pink's disguise and ruin everything and destroy the world because I feel like it?
The garden stretched on endlessly.
I see we've upgraded to dinosaurs.
Yes! Couturier found himself astride a Triceratops, second only to the T-Rex on the dinosaur top 40.
There's a top 40? Whoa! It shrunk
Have you got your
and multiplied.
ends and your means mixed up? Because in the end, you need to rescue me, and that means you have to hurry. Do you see what I did there?
Would you just shut up while Kataro hooks you loose?
Alas, the twisted topiary topography was making Mr. Pink's rescue rather difficult.
Have a spot of tea, hun. In fact, have the whole leopard.
Don't be ridiculous. Leopard spots aren't made of tea. They're made of a special pigmentation that, in actual fact, is...
Couturier found himself an unwilling guest at General Rooster's afternoon tea. But there was no time to sit back and nibble on pastries. He had to leap from table to table just to keep up with his host.
Go on, don't let the tea get cold. You have all the time in the world.
Oh yeah, tons.
Couturier sheared a path along General Rooster's trail of feathers and moved to the next table. It's important at these sorts of functions to make the rounds and socialize a bit. One can't be rude and keep to oneself. Biscuits and fruit, cold cuts and scones. It all looks scrumptious. But a party is more than just eating.